Welcome back to Bloom. Sometimes words are not enough. Joining us to tell us more about art therapy is Lindsay Brooks, a therapist with McNulty Counseling and Wellness. Welcome back to Bloom, Lindsay.
Thanks for having me, Gail.
So this is so cool. What exactly is art therapy?
So art therapy is the combination of art materials and the creative process in a therapeutic setting. So it's facilitated by an art therapist who's got the credentials and the experience, a master's degree even, a background in both psychology and art, and they can facilitate an art experience for a client with specific therapeutic goals in mind.
Why is this so useful? I mean, how is it applied?
Yeah, so it offers an alternative mode of communication in a counseling setting. So clients can explore thoughts, feelings, ideas, experiences, all through the creative process.
And you're going to kind of show me how it works. I'm excited to learn more about this actually hands-on.
Yes, so I actually am bringing a very fun art directive today.
Okay.
So you've got some watercolors in front of you, a paintbrush, some thick watercolor paper, and some water.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reference some of the elements of art, and I'm going to give you some prompt questions, and you're just going to dip your brush, activate your color, and then make your marks on the paper.
Okay.
So I want you to first think about a specific feeling, the last time that you felt maybe anxious or overwhelmed, maybe even a little nervous, and think about what colors come to mind.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep, go ahead, select a color.
All right.
And now you might think about a specific shape that comes to mind associated with that feeling.
Okay.
Or maybe a particular texture or a certain type of line work.
Okay.
And you can dip your paintbrush as many times to switch up the colors.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the forms. You can make shapes. You can layer on top. You can even, clients get a kick out of this often, do a little splattering.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
that can show some of the experience of that emotion.
Okay.
And once you feel like you've got a good representation based on your associations of that feeling,
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to fold your paper in half.
Should I have done it bigger, you think?
Up to you.
Okay.
The creative process definitely allows for lots of flexibility.
I think I was bottling up my anger because it was really small. Okay.
And then you're going to smush it and make sure that that paint feels like it's going to smear all across the paper.
Okay.
And when you open it up, you're probably going to see a bit of a symmetry effect happening.
Maybe I'm not as angry as I thought I was.
Maybe not, maybe not.
Should I do another one? Is it going?
You can, and
Okay.
that's also part of the art process. Maybe you would say, this isn't actually what it's like for me at all. And then I might say, well, tell me then what's different. What would you need to add
to it
to better show that feeling?
And
now,
so you just give the patient a word, and then they start to work from that.
Sure. And it's never that I can interpret the art. It is only the artist themselves who actually has that right or that ability to interpret their art and give meaning to it.
And so by bringing your feelings onto paper, how is it therapeutic?
So it can provide something tangible in the room. Rather than us just sitting here looking each other in the eyes and talking about our feelings, we've got this third party presence in the room, and we can reference it, and we can look at this, and we can talk about this indirectly, even though I know as an art therapist we're probably talking about you and your experiences.
That's interesting. So if anything, the art therapy gives people an opportunity to just open up their thoughts and maybe find some windows that you can maybe jump in to help guide them.
Definitely.
With whatever they're talking about.
Definitely.
So who's the best candidate for art therapy?
So I think actually there's a common misconception that art therapy is just for kids. And that is absolutely not true. Art therapy is for anybody and everybody of all age ranges and abilities. And in fact, no previous art experience is even required to benefit from art therapy. So if you're a human, then art therapy is for you.
Yeah, I've even done stories where, children and adults with special needs use art therapy as a way to express themselves. And then, sometimes people even discover that they might even have a hidden talent. So I could just buy supplies and start at home on my own?
You could, and in fact I would actually encourage it because there are many activities that humans can find therapeutic inherently, like of course painting or even playing a piano, a music outlet. And so engaging in art making at home can definitely be a form of self-care, and I'll promote that all day long. But the difference is in working with an art therapist, you're going to get a more intentional experience with the art process.
I'm loving it. I
Yeah.
almost wish I didn't have more to do on this show, but I do, because I could sit here and draw all day. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Cynthia. I appreciate it. And if you want more information, you can visit mcnultycounseling.com, and we'll be back with more Bloom right after this. Stick around.